Dear students, let us continue Module 3. In this lecture video, we will be learning the top-down parsing. This is the non-left recursive unambiguous grammar. So, E derives TE dash, E dash derives plus TE dash or epsilon, T derives ft dash, T dash derives star ft dash or epsilon, and F derives parenthesis of E or id. So we have to write a parse tree, generate the parse tree for this one. Let us see how. Now we will start and for which string we have to generate the same string which we had done, id plus id into id, id plus id into id. Let us generate. So E will start with E. So E derives TE dash. So we will write E derives TE dash. Then each leftmost variable will be replaced with terminal or non-terminal. So here leftmost it is T. So T derives what? T derives here ft dash. So we will write T derives ft dash. So again in this one the leftmost is F. So F derives F, it can be parenthesis of E or F can be id, but we need which string id. So if we replace F by id, it can match with id. So F will be replaced with id. Then next is T dash. T dash has two production. One is star F T dash and another is epsilon. So let us put T dash with epsilon. Let us put T dash with epsilon, because if we put T dash with star F T dash, then we may not get id plus id. We get id into id. So here T dash will be replaced with epsilon. Next, non-terminal it is E dash. So E dash it has plus TE dash or epsilon. If you put here epsilon, then we will get only id will get, but we need id plus. So here we will replace E dash with plus TE dash. So E dash derives plus TE dash. Next, terminal A, non-terminal it is T and E dash. So leftmost it is T. So T will be replaced with FT dash. T will be replaced with FT dash. Then F will be replaced with id, because it will match id plus id. Then this T dash again it can be replaced with epsilon or star ft dash. But if you replace with epsilon, you not get star id. So this T dash will replace with star ft dash. Then this F will be replaced with id, so that we are getting id plus id star id is matching. Then next is T dash. then T dash will be replaced with epsilon because we got the string whatever we wanted. So id plus id star id, and next non-terminal variable e dash which will be replaced with epsilon. So this is how the top-down parser for the given string will be generated. Let us see one more example. Suppose we have a context-free grammar. S generates SAD and A generates AB bar A. It is a non-left recursive unambiguous grammar. Let us generate the parse tree for the string WCAD. So S generates CAD. Now A has two derivatives, one is AB and another is A. Now A, if we write A derives AB, then and let us match with our string, we get CAB, but here we need CAD. So this A will not be replaced with AB. Again we will go to the backtracking. So this is called backtrack. We will go back. Let us remove AB and A. What is the another derivative of A? It is A. So A will replace with A. Then what we got? Let us match. We got CAD. So which is matching with our string. So this is called left backtrack. If we replace the first derivative of the production A and will match with our required string. If it is matching, we'll go ahead. Otherwise, we'll go back. We'll do the backtracking. Whatever we have substituted, we'll remove it and we'll write the another derivative. So here, when we wrote AB, then C is matching with C, A is matching with A, but next in the parse tree it is B, but we need D. So this will not work out. So we should replace it. We should do the backtracking. So we'll go do the backtracking A, and A will be replaced with A. Next derivative A. And now let us match. C is matching C, A is matching with A, and D is matching with. So we got. So this is the parse tree, top-down parse tree generated for this context-free grammar for this string. Thank you very much.